Spider! Reset! Pound 55 high! Easy! Hawk! Hawk! Ready, ready! Spider! Ready! Move!
Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Devils offense will have first crack at this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds a man on the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Wideout trying to get it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Duke! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Trying to get the corner. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught close to the marker, it's Humphrey. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quick pass on the jet motion.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Going for 6. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. It looked as if they had a chance to tie it, but that goes by the boards as the penalty takes away the touchdown. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man, it's Shabera. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Toss to the outside. Virtually unblocked, and he's stopped for a loss of 8.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted, tip drills alive. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Barnes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Oh, he's got a chance. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball.
Oh, there's the ball! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Calls his own number. Past the first down marker and still running. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Maybe open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Need. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance. So you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Tyler. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got it on the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And I'll tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And the Horned Frogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Blue Devils are marching down the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Shabera. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Need. Quick strike complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Catch in the middle, it's sharp. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Tyler. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Duke!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And here's the third interception of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Makes the catch. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Try to get it to the edge. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you love the gutsy call by the offense there.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Baker. Snagged in the middle, it's Humphrey. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver.
There he goes. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Need. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is good. That brings them to within 1. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
Gets it out quickly. Turns it on to midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll go to the ground. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Grabbed in the middle, it's Small. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Humphrey. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into face.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. The 10. Touchdown, TCU. And the beatdown has ensued.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Finds his tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
To the air. It's Need. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shabera. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give from the gun. Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Blue Devils have moved it inside the 20. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a man, it's Need. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. So here they come, fourth and long, and this defense is after back-to-back sacks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense them.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The offense changing the play.
Timeout, TCU.
Ready? Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Pulls it in. It's Shabera. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Need. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical.